Welcome to CTV News Trendline with Michael Stittle and Nik Nanos.
It's the power index, which we haven't talked about lately. Can you sort of explain what that is?
Yeah, the Nanos Power Index is for geeks. Now you want me to? Yeah. So the Power Index is basically measures the strength of all of the federal parties, and it includes a combination. It's a model that includes a combination of vote preferences, preferred prime minister, accessible voters, like the proportion of Canadians that would consider voting for all of the parties, and also scores, leadership scores on each of the federal party leaders. And, you know, over the course of the last while, the Liberals have consistently had an advantage on the Power Index and had a stronger brand. Now we see the Conservatives surpassing them, you know, for the first time in a couple of years since the last election, when the Conservatives had a little bit of a surge. But, you know, right now the Conservatives score 50 points on the Power Index, the Liberals 47, NDP at 46. What does that mean? The Liberal and the NDP brand are basically about the same, while the Conservative brand is now stronger than both of those. The big difference, Michael, accessible voters, which is one of the key inputs. For the last, why don't we just say 50 years, the Liberals traditionally have always had a larger pool of accessible voters. That means people that would consider voting Liberal. And that was true in 2015 when they had their big win. But since 2015, the proportion of Canadians that would consider voting Liberal has gone down. So they've gone from a big tent, why don't we say, to a narrower tent. And as a result, it's impacted what I'll say, the political muscle of the Liberals. So ballot numbers not looking good for the Liberals, leadership numbers not looking good, the brand not looking good. And right now, Conservatives in the ascendancy. And if there was an election held today, brace yourself. Pierre Poilievre, Prime Minister, or I should say, the Right Honourable Pierre Poilievre. I guess the good news for the Conservatives is that they're ahead. The good news for the Liberals is that the election is not now, Michael, because if it was, it would be really ugly for Justin Trudeau and the Red Team.